Alright, Corey, so you wanted to see what my toy room looked like. There's the back of the door with the very first Pez Monopoly board and the Pez mask I made of Red Conroy way back when. Moving around here, a bunch of carded ones and stuff like that. Move along to my first shelf. Along the top you got some Transformers and various Barbies and stuff, and then some Battlestar Galactica toys. The first shelf here is pretty much Disney and Pixar stuff. This shelf here was all toys custom made that people made for me. And a shelf of toys that I've made for myself. Keep going down. We get into rock and roll stuff, so Kiss all in the back and Iron Maiden, stuff like that. Down here, some more rock and roll stuff and Indiana Jones stuff. By the way, all along the floor here, you'll see my collection of Fisher-Price phones. If we move over here to the next shelf and stuff, random assorted video game junk, Evel Knievel stuff. Here is a bunch of science-y stuff. Stephen Hawking, some more G.I. Joe stuff. A whole bunch of Grateful Dead teddy bears. Other sci-fi stuff. Yeah. A main bunch of sci-fi toys from all sorts of TV shows and movies. Moving up to Simpsons and a whole variety of stuff. Lord of the Rings miniatures, and we're back on the top. There's a bunch more Barbies and other art type toys. If we keep going up higher, hanging from the ceiling, there's all kinds of Pez that were made specially for conventions, things like that. And then all kinds of Pez magnets hiding in the shadows up there. I'm going to do more art style toys, collections of dice and stuff. Another shelf of toys that I made years and years ago. One of my shelves would, well, there are both shelves of Joe Ledbetter type toys and Ugly Dolls and stuff. All my Kevin Smith Clerk stuff. My old Fisher-Price 1-2-3 Sesame Street set down there on the bottom. Moving along, cabinet of junk. Other various art toys, Transformers and stuff like that, all there. Along the top there's my Lego globe that I made. Tons of storage for toys I no longer have space for. And more storage bins. And then tons of bins of various sets of Pez. Another big bin of Pez, more Pez, and more Pez. Oh, the carpets on the floor, those are the hexagons for my big Settlers of Catan game. There's my Pez old Canadian stand, covered with pins and all from the various convention stuff. In the back, a bunch of puppets and stuff that I've made. Bins of Star Wars toys that I don't have room to display. A display of some of my Star Wars stuff here, and Lego stuff here. Right here at my feet in the middle of the room is a table with a bunch of other of my really big Star Wars stuff. There's no room to put anywhere else. Over here, more Star Wars stuff. On the top is sort of all Vader, and then R2 type droids and stuff. Other weird stuff like Sesame Street Baby stuff and Scout stuff and all that. Extra Pez. Here's my first shelf of Lego Star Wars and Muppets and all. One of my shelves of Muppets. We get around there, so there you see the pigs in space up top, and a shelf of really weird and somewhat bootlegged and weird Star Wars stuff. More Star Wars figures, other art toys. Now in the back is an old quilt that my grandmother made me when I was a baby, whatever, still have it. Vintage Star Wars stuff, Muppet stuff, including, you can see all the Muppet Pez there, the Muppet Band, Muppets Backstage and Grover toys, the Swedish Chef's Kitchen, some bunch of My Pez Trucks collection. Over here, this shelf is Amanda Vassell and Luke Chew toys, Pez animals and Legos and stuff. All my Pixar and Disney Princess Pez are there. Other toys in the front, superheroes. Down at the bottom, I just cleared off this shelf. I'm just starting with all sorts of, along the back row, convention stuff and other interesting Pez. And that brings me back around to the door. So then we turn and look up. I don't blind you in the light there. So, racks of Pez. I can't do it without blinding the light. There's a racks of Pez hanging in the ceiling. So this is all some of my Disneys. The spin lollipops. Whole crapload more spin lollipops. And tons more Disney, etc. hanging up in the ceiling up above here. And then just a bunch of Scout scarves and stuff like that. So that's basically the inside of my toy room.